Hey guys, welcome to the next Liverpool update, and I am very happy to present to you some changes. Yes, um, if you look in the dead centre of the screen there, it says Australia. You're wondering, how the hell are you international manager? Well, to simple terms, I am indeed an international manager now. I was offered the Holland job, and I took it. Now, usually, I mean, actually, almost every time, I won't take an international job because I've already done international stuff in the past. I like to keep international separate, and you know, I like to keep it, all together as one. But with Holland, it was a very different, and I'd say almost a plea, because if you look at the overview, look at the world ranking there. Now, that is incredible because at the start of the game, Holland, well, pretty much almost joint top. And okay, the second, but they are very close to overtaking Spain. And I don't know what happened here. I have no idea. But if we look, and so this is the top of the moment. Okay, we've got okay. Let's just have a look at the top five. Okay, just we've got France, fair enough. Italy, fair enough. Spain, a third, fair enough. Argentina, a fifth. Fourth, fair enough, and Uruguay are fifth. But sixth place we have Scotland. I'll just say that again, just so you can take it in. We have in sixth place in the world at football in 2017 Scotland. Now, I love Scotland. I love the people. I love the accent. I love the food. Even though I've never been, I love everything about Scotland. But trust me on this, I can't see Scotland getting to sixth in the world by 2017. They might get around the top 10, but they're not going to get sixth place. And that's if they're very, very, very lucky. Well, I was absolutely I'll show you Liverpool and Holland in a minute, but I was just staggered. I mean, okay, David Moyes is there, but surely, no, it can't be just off David Moyes alone. He's not very good, but he's a good manager. Don't get me wrong, he's a good manager. But if we just show the values, I mean, okay, Danny Wilson, you know all about him. He's one of my big centre backs. Tom Kearney, a very good player. David Goodwill, he overpowered on this and must play out. Jordan Rhodes, oh god. Well, he's certainly not going to be as good. Robert Snodgrass is pretty good on this. Well, Stanley Fox is quite good. And that's it. Okay, Stephen Fletcher. Stephen Fletcher's at like Galatasaray, I think, or somewhere. Or he's going to Galatasaray. So, yeah, that's just a little surprise. And England are 13th. Scotland has to be a first. Scotland are above England. And Germany. And Brazil. What the fuck? But I'm sure you get the idea how weird this is. And let's go put it back into perspective of Holland. Look where they are. Where are they? I've lost them. I thought they were 29th. There they are. You've got teams like Cameroon are 16th, USA are 15th, Switzerland are 4th. Okay, Switzerland's actually okay now. But, look at it. Why are Holland that bad? So I couldn't understand. So I had to look in and see why are they so bad. And if we go back all the way here, I took over right just before the end. Sorry, right after the end of season 5. This is season 6 now. I took over right at the end, right after I finished recording the season 5 review. So that will most likely be okay. It was basically here. I think it was from the friendly. They sacked the previous manager after they did so poorly in Euro 2016, I suppose. And this is currently how we're standing. We're second in the World Cup qualifying 2018. And obviously we played Serbia. We lost to them at the moment. So that's what that is. We've got Slovakia, Bosnia and Herzegovina, and Malta. And this is how we are doing currently. We battered Bosnia in Bosnia, which is really weird. I don't know how on earth we done that. But I can tell you straight away, I can see why Holland, we really should be first to be honest, but I can see why Holland are so poor all of a sudden. They are terribly slow and just lethargic to look at, and just there's not. And this is a time now as well about season 6. This is about the time where you really do start to see a lot of regens come in now, and it's that sort of transition period where the regens replace the old sort of normal players, whereas as forever it's always been it's regens replace regens. This time this is why it's arguably the hardest part, because you've got regens replacing real players. So if I look at the squad, I mean, they've got some really good players. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I've got me two keepers here. I've got Stekelenburg and Vaughan, both really good. Peters, Van der Wiel, Drenthe. You'll see why he's blue in a minute. Strootman, Robin's getting on a bit now, admittedly. Affalay, he's 30. Van Persie's not there. Van Persie depreciates like a bitch. Seriously, I've seen a great picture on an FM forum. It was Van Persie's decline as a player, and he slowly got worse at Arsenal, which is not going to happen, let's be honest, because he's only going to get better. Well, I don't think he can get better from 30-something goals this season. But he steadily got worse, and he ended up at Reading. So I thought, screw it. So we've got a load of regens now. I'm not too sure. He's real. But we've got a few regens now. I think this guy might be a regen. Yes, I think he plays for Arsenal, I think so. But you've seen the idea, and they are so slow. Some of these players, it's so horribly annoying. So that's just Holland now. I've already done this. I've already recorded my qualification to the World Cup. I've already recorded it. Whether we get there or not, I will leave you in tease till the next video, where I will be able to update you. But unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to do any live commentaries. This is just going to be sort of packaged away with Liverpool, so I'll update you as well. So just think of this as two videos in one. So to Liverpool then, how are we doing in the Premier League? This is how it currently stands. We are top once again. We have just lost the one this time, and I should really explain how we lost that one, because this was just weird. Man City are doing really poorly all of a sudden. I don't know why. They've as I said now, that just reminded me. I should point out when I said, a few people were confused last time when I said I've already played it. What I do is I save it at a point, so I've saved it here on the 4th of February, and I continue playing it, and I go back and review it and to make the video. So I know what's happened. In fact, I can't even remember, to be honest. But we've got Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal, United typically. West Brom, Blackburn are really good. Swansea have fallen a bit. Millwall are in here. I wonder if they're going to do a Middlesbrough and not win. They're not going to win. So they've drawn twice. But I'll show you our fixtures then, how we got on. So the pre-season went like this. We played Southampton. We played Waterloo Rovers. Beat them 12. Now, always, as I've mentioned, always worth playing. Playing a small team like Waterloo, someone very, very small, someone you've never heard of, like a stupid name like Waterloo Rovers here, and you can batter them. And I've mentioned this time before, if you need any help, if a lot of people message me saying, Joe, how do I get my morale up? Play a team like this. Find a gap, whether it be in pre-season or in the middle of the season. Find a gap in the middle of the season. Play a crappy little team like these, and batter them. You will batter them, because they're amateurs, and they're not even amateurs. They're poor players. They're just bad excuses for footballers. So that's that. And then we played a few more pre-seasons, and then we played Everton, believe it or not, in the Community Shield, which I'd love to see. I would love to see a Community Shield Merseyside derby, and it was 1-1, but we won on penalties. They were absolutely horrible at penalties. 3-0. Didn't take anything at all. I just realised, actually, I don't know about signings. I'll show you. So that was just pre-season very quickly. I should also talk about the signings. I totally forgot that. So these are the signings then. I'll talk about players I have gotten rid of and have kept. Okay, so the first one, I'm just trying to think. Okay, I just had to make sure I didn't cross over anything. So the first signing I put in somewhere, this regen here called Scott Calderwood. I will come back to him in a minute. Trevor Sadler, a good regen from Southampton. Southampton are always good for nicking regens. He has the potential to be a key player for the team. That's his current potential. He's looking good. This is where you do end up buying a lot of regens. Now, Celtic always produce a load of good players. He's good as well. Tony Crichton has potential to be a good player. He's got 5-star potential there. Thomas Howell from Newcastle. Hopefully he's a rather fast black man now, let's hope. Is he? Oh, yes, he is a rather fast black man. Very good. He has potential to be a useful player. He's got 4-star potential. I mean, not enough for Liverpool, but we'll see. Jermaine Defoe from Tottenham, I thought, I need another. It's worth having for another striker, why not? Royston Drenthe, this was really funny. I got him right on the time of being assistant manager. Assistant manager, Holland manager, I should say. And it's a rare thing. Everton player, Liverpool player. You don't see that so often. He's only played twice because I couldn't register him because I got him right on the transfer deadline day. Like literally, it was like 11:30. So I just forgot to register him, so that was really annoying. Thankfully, I hasn't pissed off yet. Signed to Dudek, Mike Dudek from. I think I kind of signed him for the novelty of that, but he's not bad actually. He has potentially a useful player, 4.5-star potential. So he's looks like these are all. I've noticed you might notice a repeating pattern here in a minute. These are all defensive midfielders / centre defenders. So they're really good, very versatile players. Got this player now. I struggle to name this guy for age. I was going to give him a nickname, but he looks good. He has potentially a quality player. He's already better than so he's the same as Bueno currently. It's called. I want to guess and say if there are any Croats or sort of just general Yugoslavian type of people watching, am I pronouncing it right? It is. My guess is Peter Jelija. I want to say it's J like Jeko because of the DZ. That's assuming how you pronounce that. So yeah, voting from Swansea. Julian Otto, he's another regen from Germany, centre back / right back, potentially be key player. This is what you've got to look for, the potential. That's what's all in there. Eddie Funnell. Now I paid over the odds for this guy, I will admit, but Birmingham were, I don't know, maybe might be good, I don't know, but I had loads of money to burn. And okay, I'll be honest here. I paid over the odds for these two players. By the way, these last three were in January. And finally, Musa Sow. Now, the only reason I bought him was basically, one, to have another decent striker, to replace other strikers, which I'll explain in a minute, and to get him out of my fucking bogey team. He was the actual reason why I could never beat West Ham, because he was so good. I had money to burn. I had a wage budget of 700k. I had a wage budget. I had a transfer budget of about 100 million. I thought, just get the bastard out of West Ham because he's annoying. It's tactical transfers. So throwing out these players, then the players I got rid of, load the regen here or whatever it is I sent out on loan. Nathan Eccleston finally got rid of him. Kazuki Honda. Now, Honda was, I had to let someone go because the players were just, the squad was getting too big. And I ended up just letting him go because he has this horrible knack, Honda, of giving the ball away very cheaply and very often. That is one warning I would give you. If you're going to buy Honda, he's a very good player, but he gives the ball away so many times. I mean, honest to God, we conceded so many goals from him just dawdling about in midfield and just giving it basically to the opposition. So I was really annoyed with him. The same can be said here for Shinji Kagawa. Now, I didn't want to sell him, but right to the back end of season 5, he got a little bit iffy with me. He was a bit like, I'm not getting in the team because of Goetze and so on. So I just said, okay, Barcelona want you. Because, I mean, it was out of the blue, really. They just said, how much for Gao? And I said, 7 million. I think I said 10 million, but they said 7, and I was like, deal. So, go ahead. Scott Calderwood. I'll come back to him. Shaqiri. Now, Shaqiri is nowhere near as good on this as he is in real life. He was a massive letdown, and to be honest, he was a similar one with Sao. Tactical buying. He was the one-man team in Wolves. Wolves bought him. He ran their team. He was a beast. So I just got rid of him. I just got talking about the team. Had him here. He wasn't very good. I think he scored like 2 goals. He didn't really do much. He's a very lazy player. So sold him on to Tottenham on loan and got 2 million for him, and hopefully I should sell him. Now, Calderwood. I bought him for 2 million. I had to let him go. Why? What's going on here? He's at Ipswich currently, and he's torn a groin muscle. Up yours, dickhead. Yeah, he played once. His attitude stunk. I signed him on a youth contract, and he was like, no, I want to be in the first team. So we gave him one chance. He played terribly. He was dreadful. His rating was 5.9. His match fitness was fine. There was nothing wrong with him there. He was terrible. I was like, you know what? You're a little bitch. Get the fuck out my team. So yeah, he was a letdown. So I got rid of him. He's in Ipswich now. He's going to rot in there hopefully. And finally, Defoe. Too old. He was just pointless. He was a pointless signing. He really was. I just thought, have him. Why not? Bought him in, and he was nowhere near as good as he was. So, yeah, so they're the signings. Going over then the season so far. Then, hopefully I haven't spoiled anything for you there. So we had a really good quick start, and then we played Everton in the Europa Super Cup, the European Super Cup. Sorry. and this was really funny because it was because I think they won the FA Cup and Europa League. We won the League Cup and the Champions League, which was really funny. So yeah, I thought that was really so. I'd love that to happen personally. I mean, I always put up a show of saying, "Oh, Everton, oh, I hate Everton," but no, I mean, I do secretly think if that means we could play them in the Super Cup or the Charity Shield, I'm all for that. Go ahead. So we had a really good start. Our Champions League group, well, it ended like this. We had Marseille, Leverkusen, and Panathinaikos, and I think that's not hard. How'd you come second? Bloody Marseille. I always play. I hate. There's 3 European teams I hate playing. And that's Real Madrid, Marseille, and Atletico Madrid. I hate them 3. And Marseille always really irritate the hell out of me. We drew with them. We beat Leverkusen at Anfield. Battered Panathinaikos. Battered Panathinaikos again. Battered Marseille. And then actually I holidayed this. We'd already qualified, but I didn't realise. I was like, shit. We've got to play them to win. So I fucked that one up. I'll take full credit, full problem for that. Then we play in the League Cup. Obviously, we are. Yes, we are defending champions currently in the League Cup. Then I've got to show you this. This is unbelievable. I'm not going to show you the goals, but just for simplicity. But it was 4-3. If anyone's following me on Twitter, I did mention this on Twitter because this was just insane. 4-3. How many times? Well, twice actually, but it was twice Liverpool beat Newcastle 4-3. We've done it again. Carlos Vieira with a hat-trick. The lad is a beast. Let's see, I'm just trying to go over it. It was 1-1 at half-time. They went 3-1 up with Kadlec. Kadlec scores against me every fucking time. I swear to God, he scores against me every time. Biggest mistake ever selling him. He was never good enough for me as well. He scored the winner in the League Cup final, but he was never really good enough. He didn't really do much. So then I'm thinking, shit, we're gonna get battered here. Rondon pulls one back, 3-2. Vieira then scores again, and he scores again, 4-3. And I think this goal, actually, I'll show you the winning goal. So it's 83rd minute, 3-3, Newcastle. And I'm thinking, surely not. It's not possible. And look at that. Great ball in, and that was 4-3. At this point, I was through the roof. So, that was an unbelievable game. We beat Arsenal 3-1, which is quite weird. They have Doumbia, who is ridiculous. I should have bought him, to be honest, but yeah. Well, there's still a bloody bogey team, West Ham. I couldn't beat them 0-0. But actually, no, at that point they still had Sal. Actually, I think. Yeah, there you go. See, they still had Sal. So, bogey team can never fucking beat them. And then this happened. Sheffield bastard Wednesday beat me 3-0. I have no idea what happened. I cannot explain this. They came out the blocks and they were 2-0 up inside 20 minutes. And I was thinking, oh my God, what's going on? Our players didn't look interested. They looked lethargic. Sheffield Wednesday looked really up for it. And to be honest, there was damage limitation at half time. It was appalling. But after that, we came back, got a 1-1 draw at Old Trafford. Rondon always scores against United, man. He always scores. And we played Blackburn in the League quarter final. And then we had the World Club Championship. And as you can see, we lost in the semi-finals. This team called Monterrey, I think Monterrey, I think it is. We struggled. Look at that. We dominated it, really, in terms of shots. And we lost on bloody penalty. Look at that. They both missed. They were terrible. Suarez, it was a nightmare. It was horrible. It absolutely ruined. But we just couldn't bloody score. We could not score. And Monterrey, I'm going to call them, from Mexico, I think. They were insane. They were so good. And then we played Al Garafi, I think, or whatever they're called, in the third play. We came third, but it wasn't really much of it, worth playing, really. Then we played Chelsea, Stamford Bridge, Goethe in the 85th minute, and I will pronounce his name right. I do apologise for not pronouncing his name right. I've been told about 5 different ways of pronouncing it, so that's my fault, sorry. Great game again. Goethe at the time with that. So we then played Bristol City of all bloody... I have no idea how. Look at that for a bloody semi-final. Tranmere, Portsmouth, Bristol City and Liverpool. Who do you think's going to win this? Jesus Christ. I'm amazed that Tranmere got that far. And that was semi-final. Look at the quarters, though. Look who got knocked out. City got knocked out by Portsmouth. What happened there? Stoke got knocked out. Oh, Stoke aren't that good on this, actually. Sunderland got knocked out by Bristol. I mean, convincingly. I have no idea what happened. So, we played them. This was 3-1. This was at their place. They went 1-0 up, and I thought, oh, here we go. But we called it down straight away. Rondon, again, he's really good. Rondon now, he's coming on really well. So we are in the League Cup final once again. City did beat us, unfortunately, in the FA Cup. We would get Manchester City, and as you can see, it was quite simply not our day. They are two efforts, really. 2 shots on target. We just had, it was just one of those games. It was just a game. It's like, it's just a dick, It's where the game beat it is an absolute dick. So we've got to play Real Madrid in the bloody Champions League, but we are playing Pompey in the League Cup final. I have already recorded that, and I will be going over it in the next video. And I think this video's gone on for ages, so I will leave it at that. I think, because I've rambled on for far too long. Sorry for wasting your evening. And I will be back then for more updates about Holland, Liverpool, see how we got on with the Season 6 review. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you then. So bye bye for now.